Hello everyone, my name is Tanush Reddy. I'm studying in first year of engineering in the branch CSE Cybersecurity in Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering. Now I'm going to explain on the topic hazardous waste management. Introduction to hazardous waste management. Hazardous waste poses serious risk to human health and the environment. Effective management strategies are crucial to mitigate these dangers and promote environmental sustainability. This presentation will explore the key principles and best practices in hazardous waste management. Defining hazardous waste. Hazardous waste is any material that poses a substantial threat to human health or the environment. This includes chemicals, materials, or products that are toxic, flammable, reactive, or corrosive. Proper identification and classification of hazardous waste is crucial for ensuring safe handling, storage, transportation, and disposal. Hazardous waste regulation and compliance. Regulatory landscape. Hazardous waste management is governed by a complex web of federal, state, and local regulations. Compliance is critical to protect public health and the environment. Key regulations: the Conservation and Recovery Act is the primary federal law regulating hazardous waste. It establishes strict guidelines for identification, storage, transport, and disposal. Permitting requirements: facilities that generate transport to treat hazardous waste must obtain the necessary permits and follow procedures for manifesting, record keeping, and reporting. Enforcement and penalties: violations can result in significant fines and even criminal penalties. Regular audits and strict adherence to regulations are essential for compliance. Hazardous waste identification and classification. Hazard identification: determining the hazardous properties of a waste such as in instability, corrosivity, reactivity, or toxicity. It's crucial for proper management. Waste sampling. Collecting representative samples of the waste stream is necessary to analyze the characteristics and classify it accordingly. Regulatory definitions. Waste must be evaluated against federal and state regulatory definitions to determine if it meets the criteria for a hazardous waste. Waste codes. Hazardous wastes are assigned unique waste codes that identify the specific type of hazardous waste, enabling proper tracking and management. Hazardous waste storage and handling. Containment. Proper storage in leak-proof sealed containers. Labeling. Clear identification of waste type and hazardous segregation. Segregation of incompatible waste to prevent reactions. Ventilation. Adequate airflow to minimize the fumes and vapors. Safely storing and handling hazardous waste is crucial to prevent environmental contamination and protect worker health. This includes using the right contaminant vessels, clearly labeling all materials, segregating waste to avoid dangerous interactions, and providing proper ventilation in storage areas. Hazardous waste transportation, packaging, proper containment and labeling, manifesting, tracking shipments and documentation, vehicle requirements, specialized trucks and driver training, route planning, avoid residential areas and sensitive environments. The safe transportation of hazardous waste requires following strict regulations and protocols. Waste must be properly packaged, labeled, and manifested to track shipments. Specialized vehicles and trained drivers are essential to ensure materials are delivered to appropriate treatment, storage, and disposal without incident. Treatment and disposal methods. Incineration. High temperature burning to reduce the volume and toxicity of hazardous waste. Strict emission controls are required. Chemical treatment. Processes like neutralization, oxidization, or stabilization to make waste less hazardous before disposal. Landfilling. Secure engineered disposal sites with liners and leachate collection systems to contain waste safely. Waste minimization and pollution prevention. Waste reduction strategies. Implementing waste minimization techniques like inventory control, process modifications, and material substitutions can significantly reduce the generation of hazardous waste of the source. Recycling and recovery. Recovery and recycling hazardous waste materials not only reduces waste but also conserves natural resources and energy. Many hazardous components can be reused or repurposed. Pollution and prevention programs. Comprehensive pollution prevention programs that focus on environmental audit, employs training, and continuous improvement can help organizations minimize their hazardous waste footprint. Environmental impacts of improper hazardous waste disposal. Improper disposal of hazardous waste can have a severe environmental consequences. Toxic chemicals can contaminate soil, groundwater, and surface water, harming ecosystem and posing risk to human health. Hazardous waste may also release harmful air pollutants, contributing to poor air quality. Illegal dumping or uncontrolled releases of hazardous materials can disrupt natural habitats, damage wildlife populations, and threaten fragile ecosystems. Proper waste management is crucial to mitigate these environmental impacts and protect the surrounding community. Conclusion and best practices. Continuous improvement. Hazardous waste management is an ongoing process that requires continuous evaluation and improvement to stay compliant with evolving regulations and best practices. Employee training. Regularly training employees on proper hazardous waste handling, storage, and disposal procedure is crucial to maintaining a safe and responsible operation. Proactive planning. Developing a comprehensive emergency response plans can help organizations quickly contain and mitigate the impact of hazardous waste spills or releases. Sustainable solutions, exploring waste minimization strategies and alternative disposal methods on reduce on organization environmental footprint and long-term hazardous waste management costs.